Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Daria if you're new here, and today's practice is called Lost in Flow. So this is a faster paced class, and this is all about just kind of getting lost in the flow of the movement, linking one breath to one movement, and allowing the mind to kind of turn off for a little while. So you just need yourself and some place to move. When you're ready, let's get into it. We'll start right away from tabletop. So find your way up to hands and knees. Spread your palms and spread your fingers. Hug your hands a little bit toward one another and do the same thing with your shins. So you start to feel engagement into your biceps and into your inner thighs, hugging toward the midline. On your next breath in, soften your belly, lift and spread your sit bones, stretch your heart forward and lift your eyes to the sky, arching your back, cow pose. When you breathe out, press down, round your spine, tucking the tailbone under, draw in through your belly, and tuck your chin toward your chest, cat pose. Next breath in, come back into cow, but go slowly so you can feel the articulation of one vertebra at a time, arching, contract your back body. Then when you breathe out, press down, round your spine, and now spread your vertebrae and contract in and up through your front body. Take a few more at the pace of your breath. Link your breath and your movement. Inhale to arch. Exhale, round and curl. Breathing in and out through your nose, starting to find Ujjayi Pranayama. And let's take one more. Inhale. And exhale. Come to the center, neutralize your spine, tuck your toes behind you, breathe in. And as you breathe out, float your knees and send your hips all the way up and back to the sky, stretching out into your first down dog. Really grip the mat with your fingers and with your toes, and then take any little movements that you'd like to help open things up. You can wiggle or rock your hips side to side, bend your knees, one or both. And start to feel your breath spreading through any sticky spots through the length of your spine. Soften the back of your neck. And then get more energetic and steadier in your down dog, really pressing your palms down and forward and your feet down and backward like you're trying to rip your mat in half. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Next inhalation, turn your eyes to your thumbs. When you breathe out, travel slowly to the top of your mat. So little baby steps all the way up until your toes land behind your wrists. Then bend your knees and bow down into a ragdoll fold. We'll just stay a couple breaths here. You could do whatever you want with your arms for these few breaths. And play with swaying side to side or just kind of move around, wiggle however your body wants to. Feel that the back of your neck is relaxing, so your head, all the weight of your head is dropping toward the earth. Now, interlace your fingers at the base of your spine. Take your right thumb on top of your left one. When you breathe in, take a little halfway lift through your spine, crown of head forward, tailbone back. When you breathe out, bow down again, bringing your chest over your thighs. Stretch your fists all the way up and back, like they're reaching toward the top of the mat. Hug your shoulder blades together and breathe into your chest. Inhale. Exhale. Switch the grip of your hands. So left thumb on top now. Interlace your fingers. Breathe in, halfway lift. Maybe squeezing the heels of the hands together if you can. And then when you breathe out, bow down. Drop your head and start to stretch your arms and your fingers forward. Micro bend your elbows. One more breath in. Breathe out, let it go. Press into your feet, hug in through your core, round your spine, and slowly rise all the way up to standing, stacking one vertebra at a time. Let your head stay heavy all the way to the top. Then lift your head, eyes open, soft shoulders. Root down into your feet. Take a breath in, stretch your arms wide, and all the way up to the sky. Look to your thumbs. When you breathe out, meet your palms in prayer at heart center. Close your eyes. Take a moment to set an intention for your movement practice. Maybe following this theme of linking the breath to the movement and getting lost in the flow so that your mind has a chance to settle, and any distractions or external situations in your life can just drop for a moment. Just be here in your body. Take one more breath in and a breath out. Eyes open, palms down. Breathe in, stretch your arms wide and all the way up overhead. When you breathe out, take a big dive down, elongating your spine as you go. Inhale to a halfway lift, crown of head reaching forward, tailbone goes back. When you breathe out, fingertips to the mat, pick up your left foot, step it long and back behind you, then root your left toes and sink your left knee. As you breathe in, float your fingertips up to the sky, coming into a kneeling warrior. As you breathe out, catch for your left wrist with your right hand, lengthen up first, and then take a little arc up and over toward the right side body stretch. One more breath in, maybe turn your eyes up. Breathe out, press into your big toes, melt into your hips. Inhale, neutralize your spine, strong core, fingertips high. Exhale, palms to the mat. Lift your back knee, then press down around your spine, lift your right foot, and step into down dog. You might have to bend your knee through that transition. With your next breath in, float your heels, round your spine, and come forward into a high plank. When you breathe out, squeeze your core, lower your knees, bend your elbows, sink your chest and your chin, but keep your hips high. Take one breath in, one breath out. Press the tops of your feet into the mat. Inhale, wave through your spine, coming forward into cobra, squeezing the elbows back. Lift from the back of your heart forward and energize your pelvic floor. Then breathe out, come through tabletop, tuck your toes, and send your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. With your next inhale breath, stretch your left leg high, three-legged down dog. As you breathe out, float your right heel softly, step left foot forward inside of your thumb and land your right knee. Inhale, fingertips to the sky, Anjaneyasana. With your exhale breath, cactus your elbows, flex your front toes off the ground, glide your hips back and lean your heart forward, coming into a half splits position here. Breathe in. Stay as you breathe out. Now inhale, step into your left foot, align so your knee is over your ankle. Press off of your back knee and float your arms to the sky, high crescent lunge. With your exhale breath, from your waistline down, feel an anchoring, settle into your legs. Take one more inhale and grow through all of your vertebrae, through your spine. Exhale, step to the top of your mat and fold forward. Have your feet hips distance apart. Take a breath in, halfway lift here, ironing out through your spine. When you breathe out, bend your knees a little, fingertips to the mat. Lift your toes, turn them out, and then sit all the way down to a squat. Palms to prayer maybe, or fingertips can stay rooted. One breath in Malasana. Inhale. Exhale, relax your jaw and soften the creases of your hips. Inhale. Exhale, fingertips to the mat. Lift your hips and bring your toes to point forward. Bow in. With your next inhalation, right away, long spine, press down and rise all the way up to standing. Look up as your palms meet overhead. Exhale, palms to prayer, heart center. Inhale, reach wide, reach up. Exhale, Uttanasana, long spine, dive in, forward fold. Breathe in, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift. Extend all the way forward through the crown of your head. Breathing out, fingertips to the mat. Pick up your right foot and step it all the way long and back behind you. Land your toes and then land your knee. With your inhale breath, fingertips rise to the sky, kneeling warrior. With your exhale breath, catch the right wrist with the left hand. Keep your shoulders softening down your back as you lengthen both sides of your waist and arc up and over to the left. Squeeze your left side body, open your right ribs. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, neutralize your spine, lift high through the fingertips. Exhale, palms to the mat, lift your back knee, press down, lift your left foot, and glide into downward facing dog. As you inhale, heels float, round your spine, come forward into high plank. As you breathe out, knees, chest, and chin to the mat, arch your back. This time, kick your heels into your sit bones. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, toenails press down. Curl your tailbone underneath of you and then ripple forward through your spine into cobra, arcing from the back of the heart forward. When you breathe out, tuck your toes, come through hands and knees, and glide back down dog. Inhale, float your right leg high, three-legged down dog. As you exhale, lift your left heel, get hollow in your core. Look to your right thumb and then step your foot there. Sink your left knee to the mat. Breathe in, float your arms high to the sky, kneeling warrior. Breathing out, cactus your elbows, flex your right toes, then pull your right heel and your left knee toward one another as you bow down into half splits. Connect your core. Inhale. Exhale. Next breath in, step into your right foot. Lift your back knee off the ground and reach your fingertips high. Exhale, sink deeper into the lunge in your legs. One more inhale breath, inflate your heart. Exhale, step to the top of your mat and fold. Breathe in, grow long through your spine, halfway lift. Breathe out, fingertips to the mat. Turn your toes out and sink your hips down between your heels, Malasana. Palms to prayer, inhale. Stay for your exhale. One more breath in. Breathe out, bow down, forward fold. Inhale, long spine, press down, rise to standing, turn your eyes up to your thumbs. Exhale, palms to prayer, heart center. Close your eyes, take one breath in, one breath out. And then start again, same flow. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, step your left foot all the way to the back of the mat, sink your left knee. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, side body stretch, up and over toward the right, soften your shoulders. One breath in, one breath out. Inhale to neutralize your spine. One exhale breath, palms to the mat, lift your back knee, lift your front foot, step into down dog. Breathe in, lift your heels, round forward, high plank. Breathe out, lower knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, halfway down, elbows glued to your ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog or maybe cobra. Either way, lift your low belly. Exhale, belly button to spine, sends your hips up and back, down dog. Breathe in and stretch your left leg high. Breathe out, step to the top of your mat, landing your foot as softly as possible, then sink your right knee. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bow down into Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits, left toes really flexed. Breathe in, stretch your heart forward. Breathe out to bow. Next inhale breath, step into your left foot, press straight down, lift your right knee and open your heart, high crescent lunge. Exhale, step forward, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Malasana, toes out, sinking into the hips. One breath in. Stay for the breath out. Press your knees wider. Inhale. Exhale, lift your hips, parallel your feet, and bow forward. Inhale, long spine. Press down, rise to standing, look to the sky. Exhale, palms to prayer. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, right leg, stretch it long and back, sink your toes, and then land your knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, catch the right wrist, arc up and over to the left. One breath in, turn your eyes up. Breathing out, melt your hips down and forward. Inhale, neutralize your spine. Exhale, palms to the mat, lift your back knee, lift your front foot, and step into down dog. Inhale, come forward, high plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Breathe in, upward facing dog, opening up your front body. Breathe out, belly button to spine, hips to the sky, down dog. Breathe in and glide your right leg high, three-legged down dog. Breathe out, step softly forward. Right foot, right thumb, land your left knee. Inhale, arms float high. Exhale, hips back, heart forward, bow in. Breathe in, breathe out. Next inhale breath, press into both big toes, stack right knee over ankle, lift your left knee, and come into high lunge. And exhale, step forward, fold forward. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, Malasana, toes wide, hips sink. Inhale and exhale. One more breath in. Good, now breathe out, fingertips down, bow all the way forward. Walk your feet together to touch. With your next inhale breath, bend your knees deeply, sink your hips low and back, and then stretch your fingertips up to the sky, coming into chair pose, Utkatasana. Breathe out, soften your shoulders, relax your jaw, and melt your hips further back in space. Take one more breath in. Breathe out and bow your chest down, arms back, chair with airplane arms. Next inhale breath, press into both feet. Let your left heel get light, then float your left toes off the ground and hug your knee toward your chest. One-legged Tadasana. When you breathe out, hover your left foot like an inch off the ground, then begin to glide your left toes to the back of the mat. Arms reach forward, bend your right knee, and see how softly you can land into Warrior One. Use your core. Step your left toes back, angle them a little bit out, and sink your heel. Then let the inhale rise you up into Warrior One. Stay as you breathe out. See if you can wrap your left hip forward and your right hip back. Deepen the bend into your knee, but without back bending. Take one more breath in here. Breathe out, palms to the mat, step into plank, and flow, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, press into your toenails. Exhale, glide your hips back, downward facing dog. Breathe in and stretch your right leg high, three-legged down dog. Then exhale, stack your hip and bend your knee. Inhale, square your hips, stretch high. Exhale, right knee to left tricep. When you inhale, extend your right leg all the way through to the left. Knife edge of the foot down, sink your left heel. Then start to open up through your left arm, pressing into your right fingertips to come into fallen triangle. Stretch your left arm forward over your ear and take one more breath in. Breathing out, left palm down, pick up your right knee, hug it to your chest, and step, right foot, right thumb. Walk your fingertips forward and wide. Flex your right toes and come to the knife edge of your right foot as you widen your knee. Breathe in, pull your feet toward one another, create some buoyancy in your pelvis. Breathe out, bend your elbows and sink your heart low. And then just rock here, a little forward, a little back. Take a couple breaths, open through your hips. Next inhalation, press your right big toe down, all of your toes pointing forward. See if you can press forward so much so that you can glide your left leg all the way up and back behind you into a standing L. Stretch the crown of your head forward. Inhale here. Exhale, step your feet together at the top of your mat and fold. Breathe in, bend your knees, sink your hips. Chair pose, arms rise. Breathe out, melt into it, just kind of relaxing into the pose. Hug in through your core and lift your chest. One more inhale. Exhale, fingertips back, bow your heart forward. Inhale, press down, rise to standing on your left foot as you draw your right knee in toward your chest, one-legged Tadasana. Exhale, flex your right foot, hover it off the ground, then begin to glide your toes back and your arms forward to counter the balance. Squeeze your core, bend your left knee, and see how softly you can land your right toes to the back of the mat, aligning for Warrior One. Breathe in, press down, and rise up. Breathe out, close your ribs, and sink your pelvis down, even as you energize up through your arms. One more inhale breath. Exhale, palms to the mat, step back, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. As you breathe in, stretch your left leg high, three-legged down dog. Breathing out, float your right heel, hug left knee to right tricep, pivot your right heel down, extend your left leg all the way through, root the knife edge of the foot, then breathe in and open up into a fallen triangle, right arm to the sky, maybe all the way forward over your head. One more breath in. Breathing out, pivot, so your torso points forward, right palm down, hug your left knee to your chest, and then step left foot in between your palms. Step your fingertips a little forward and a little wider. Flex your left toes, turn them slightly out as you roll to the knife edge of your foot. Now squeeze left foot and right foot toward one another. Firm your back thigh. Stretch your heart forward, inhaling. And exhale, bend your elbows, sink low, and then just play around here. Taking some intuitive movement. It could be rocking forward and back. It could be circles, whatever you'd like. Now step your left foot down once again. Press into your big toe. Come to the very tip of your right big toe and then launch your right leg up and back into standing L. Extend so long through your whole spine. Breathe in. Breathe out, step down and fold. Take an inhale, halfway lift, elongate your spine. And exhale, just bow forward. One more like that. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. We'll go through this flow one more time on each side, moving just a little bit faster, really linking breath and movement. Walk your feet together. Next inhalation, bend your knees, sink your hips, reach your fingertips to the sky, chair pose. Breathe out, chair with airplane arms. Inhale, press down. Rise to standing on your right leg. Draw your left knee towards your chest, one-legged Tadasana. Exhale, glide your left leg to the back of your mat, arms forward, bend your right knee, and softly step into warrior one. Once your feet land, breathe in, press down, rise to standing. Breathe out right away, chaturanga. Palms down, step back, lower halfway. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, right leg to the sky, three-legged down dog. Breathe out, stack your hip, bend your knee. Inhale, three-legged down dog. Exhale, right knee to left tricep, then kick through into fallen triangle. Take a breath in as you open it up, stretch your left fingertips forward overhead, and then breathing out, pivot, left palm to the mat, right knee to your chest, step into your lizard lunge. Flexing your right toes, roll to the knife edge of your foot. Fingers forward and wide. Breathe in, elongate your spine. Breathe out, bend your elbows, sink your heart low. Press your right foot flat. Press down so much that you can launch your left leg up and back. Inhale, standing L. And exhale, feet together, folding in. Breathe in, chair pose. Knees bend, hips sink, arms rise. Exhale, chest to thighs, fingertips back. Next breath in, press down, rise to standing on your left foot and draw your right knee towards your chest. Breathing out, transition super slowly with control into warrior one. Bend your left knee, reach your right toes far, far, far back, then step down. Inhale, press into your feet and rise. As you exhale, chaturanga, palms down, step back, lower halfway. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, stretch your left leg high, three-legged down dog. Breathe out, stack your hip and bend your knee. Inhale, three-legged down dog. Exhale, fallen triangle. Left knee threads to right tricep. Extend your leg all the way through. Pivot your right heel down, then open it up. Take one more breath in. As you breathe out, right palm down, right toes forward, left knee to your chest. Softly step into a lunge. Flex your left foot, roll to the knife edge of your foot, and have your knee and your toes pointing in the same direction. Fingertips forward and wide. Breathe in. Breathe out, sink. Press into your left foot, toes forward. Launch your right leg up and back, standing L. Breathe in here. Breathe out, step forward and fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift, grow long. Exhale, just bow down. One more time, breathe in. Breathe out, palms to the mat. Just step back into downward facing dog, hips to the sky. If you want one more chaturanga, you're always welcome to take one. And then let's take a full breath in through the nose, in down dog. Really press your exhalation into the hands and into the feet, deep into the earth. One more time. Breathe in fully. Breathe out through your mouth. Let it go. Lift your heels and bring your knees to the mat. Come to a seat back on your heels. You can either stay here seated in like a kneeling position, or if you'd like to come into child's pose instead, you're welcome to go there. If you're seated, have your palms facing up to the sky. Softly close your eyes and just take a couple moments here, wherever you've landed, to feel your breath getting steady, to feel the beating of your heart in your chest, and to feel all the circulation and energy and heat you've just created in your body in this short time. Notice if anything has shifted in your state as a result of this really simple and relatively quick movement practice. Take a breath in and a breath out. And then stay here as long as you have time for it, really just to feel all of the effects of your practice. You're welcome to move into a longer practice from here or maybe find Shavasana, but I will leave you here for today. Thank you so much for practicing with me. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, you can do that down below. You can also join as a monthly donation member, and both of these options really help to support me. Have a great rest of your day or your night, and I will see you soon in another class. Bye.